This is Justin AMZN on Thursday, August 2nd, 2018, and we were looking at today. It's been a little while since I just did an overall view of the day. Pretty much just bullish all day. Pretty much. There's this little pullback here, little in terms of the range. It was around somewhere between like $8 to $10 that we pulled back a couple times. So from here back to here, from here back to here, from here back to here, and then from here back to here. That was about it. Like somewhere around $8, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. I don't even do the exact math. It just looked like it was about that much. Smallest pullback we've had on a day in a while. You're looking at these sell-offs a few days ago. I mean, this is this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So a sell-off here, sell-off here, sell-off here, big rally, sell-off here. And then we had a little bit of a rally here and then sell-off here. And then we got bought up. We started buying up here. We came into this 1775 range. It didn't quite get down to 1775, but we pushed through it here, did this sort of double bottom off of that price with kind of the neckline in here, around 1775. This day, we just plummeted through it, came all the way back down to our support, and then we recovered. And pretty much we've stayed in the 1770s, 1775 range and above. A little bit lower here, which then ended up seeming to trap some people yesterday as it opened. So this has been a key price. I don't have an exact value to put in here, and I really need to look back and see if we've got something between 1815 and 1747 that would give us a value in here, because it's not quite 50%, but I don't know that it's all the way down at the next like fib or something, fib percentage 38.2, something. I don't think it's that far. It's something else. And it may not have an exact value. It may just be this range, a nice round number. 1775 is a pretty good number. 1776, U.S. Constitution, no, Declaration of Independence. That's the one that was signed, right? 1776. Sorry, not a history buff. But anyway, seeing us hold above that low, all of yesterday, staying above that low range from the last 2 days or above it here. Now we basically put in this base here at the pre-market today, put a couple wicks in down there into 1785, 86, and then just rallied. And then that's the lower end. The upper end is around this 1797 price. We came into it, pre-market here, during the day here, during the day here, during the day here, or post-market here. We're around that. And there's a slight increase, slight upward slope, not quite this one. And actually, this one does not seem right anymore at all on the 5-minute. Let me jump back over to the daily. The daily looks like it's crossing at 1815 today on like the left edge of today for this width of this candle and pushed on through. Well, if this is the price as it hits the left edge, and I come back in here, we're nowhere near 1815 with this on the left edge of the day. That would be right here. So something's off, jumping back and forth between the 5-minute and the daily with this line. And if it doesn't come into play again soon, I'll probably roll it back. Probably back into maybe this candle, because that was the one that was phenomenal. Really, really fit that candle well. And then it hasn't really fit over here. So I don't want to continue to track that, looking for that range on something. It just doesn't seem like it's in play as much as it was back here. And then here and a little bit in here coming right into this high or the open here. So anyway, phenomenal candle on the daily. We've got a Morningstar reversal here. All these sellers, we just got above these two candles of sellers. We're above that. We closed above that today. We're going to be contending with this previous all-time high, this previous all-time high, and this all-time high pretty soon. Those are just ahead. So those are the key values to watch for if we get into each of those. So next one here is the 1870, 1860, sorry. This one, 1865-ish. This one, 1880. So those are the next key values to look for on this way, while it is moving back up. Now, the one issue is we've had declining momentum on the squeeze. We've had somewhat steadily declining volume, and then yesterday and today were very similar volume counts. We're back down into the kind of this average range, and I don't have the average on in here, but you just kind of see like the price that's at here. It's pretty even, you know, balances out the lows and the highs. This was all earnings related. People just take profits or maybe getting into something thinking, okay, it's going to move up huge, and then it rolled down, and then it rolled down some more, and then people are asking themselves, well, I just bought up here. Why, you know, I got to get out of this before it goes any further down. And they're the ones selling at the low here. So anyway, come back into the 5 minute. And again, on my mobile, sometimes these things work really well because I remember seeing this come into 1815 and pull back a little bit, and then another pullback and just rally. And it's like, wow, that I thought it was going to hover in here and sell back down. There's so little selling in this day. You know, it's just pretty much any time you bought was a good time to buy. You had 3 candles here that reversed, 3 here, and actually 4 here, and went a smaller range on these 4 than these 3 doing earlier in the day. So this being a, sorry, let me zoom back out here. So we're gapping down slightly, putting in an indecision candle, never got below. It should not have triggered in bearish for any reason. Now, if you're going to play it bullish and you set your trigger above and the stop below, you could have just hung on all day. Maybe you would have taken a little bit of profit as it came into this line, wherever that ends up being, if it's here, if it's up here, and that pulled back a little bit. But maybe you locked in something up here, or maybe you waited till this one because we're so close here, maybe we won't get it. So this looks like an evening star reversal, but it's too tight to put a stop here. So you probably put your stop below this bullish candle, which the open and the low are the same, and the high and the close are the same. So that's a 5 minute Marbozu. That's a very bullish candle breaking out of this level. That's a great place to put a stop. Wouldn't have hit your stop. It just went sideways in here with a stair step and then broke out and came right into 1815. Actually, the high is exactly 1815. So you get another shaved top candle breaking out from the previous high. Shaved top breaking out from the previous high. If you get another shaved top, might be a place to buy, especially if it's after a pulled back and then rallies up into that high. So that's what we saw here. This just went sideways, rallied, and then I don't see a shaved top. This is a shaved top. High and the close. Oh, yeah, I found another one. That is a shaved top candle there. So that is actually a shorter term, you know, breaking out to a new all-time high, or sorry, breaking out to a new high in the day and then pulling back and then having a breakout. This sort of broke out, but this definitely broke out with a shaved top candle. And the low and the open are also the same. So this is actually another Marbozu right here. And that's what we were really close to holding. I mean, if you saw the candle, maybe get a stop down here below it, would not have come back down. If you played this really aggressive, you probably put a stop here and got stopped out on this pullback. But you don't have to be that aggressive when you're if you've been trading this thing the whole day. If you're up here buying, more than likely you've missed it. You need to wait for a larger pullback. It could be something like this, could be this one getting bought up and then starting to flag here. You get a really nice tight risk to reward. Retrigger here, stop here, and that would have been 2 hours on its own. So there's a lot of different ways to play this at different times of the day, but the best way to play this would have been just getting into some options. So, you know, with this lower wick here staying above this low here, I was looking, okay, is there any way to set up something that you can go bullish above it and stop below? And that range, so to do the option, we need the range here, 1795, and down here, let's just say 1785. So that's $10 of risk. So let's go over to the calls. And I have this looking at yesterday as well. We'll just zoom out a little bit. So we were steadily declining the last few days. And all of a sudden this this actually pulls back, looks like it's breaking down, and then rallies out of there yesterday. So similarly, we could look for a setup like that. The low of the open candle was 505, and the low of this candle here was 551. And So we'd be hard pressed to have a $1 risk on that, and um, getting in at the right place, knowing that you're not going to instantly get stopped out on a pullback, or you just wait for the breakout. And so this breakout would have been getting in on probably this candle, or maybe you wait and we got to pull back here, but this is a really nice pennant. And then we held. The stop was here, you move it up, you get some selling, okay, pulls back, now you move up your stop, probably there, and then it rallies and continues, you put your stop up here, and you're just slowly grinding higher. As it's coming back down, you're like, oh, it's not coming back to me here, let me move my stop up here. And you probably could have just trailed this up all the way, maybe if you bought it maybe 550 and got out at, let's just say 3550, then that's a huge move on a single chart, on a single option that you could have had multiples of, because the requirements of your account size aren't there so much. So anyway, this just was rallying bullish all day, and yeah, just stay bullish, protect yourself in case it does move against you, but protect yourself. This is something that's easy to possibly do next up. So sorry, mixed up in terms of getting the right trade set up, knowing when to break out, or getting a pullback. If you were waiting for something being a clear resistance, that's this, and then pulled back into it, then rallied. And this, pulled back, rallied, and then pulled back into that same value. So there's different ways to chart this. There's different ways to look at the trade. But I guess we'll look at the put, because the put, it just lost value. So we were looking for that $10 price, going back a few days, and saw it a little bit on yesterday, but then it's just sold off and then just continued to. And so this kind of sell-off, it's like you really need something to get in there and be, buying up the calls or buying up the shares and stopping this. It just did not happen. There was very little happening to actually buy down in here. And yeah, that makes for a really, really small risk reward, but can really throw things off. So anyway, put, call, now we'll move 5-minute and daily. This is Justin Amazon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.